Okay, so it's opening night of the Langs Invitational League. In this little intro video, we are going to vlog at least opening night tonight. And welcome to Langs. They have a new lane machine. We'll show you that. We are on 31-32, and we're bowling Dave Paquin's team. So it should be a good night. Should be a good match. Hopefully the pattern they picked is a better match for us this year than last year, and hopefully we bowl better. We had a good year as a team last year, but I didn't bowl very well. So hopefully this year will be a better year for me personally. We have the same team coming back, so stick around. Hopefully you enjoy the vlog. And tomorrow we're bowling at the casino in the one ball challenge. So I'll get some video from that as well. Welcome to RTR Bowling. Team 31. First night of the year. Getting paid. Over there or what?
Where is it? Oh yeah, this I can just severely.
There's money in there. I don't know who paid, but there's money in there. They mark it? Yep.
Yeah, G-Money.
Jimmy Hickman's got the front five. Left looks pretty good. Matt's got the front five. Hickman's got 4 in a row. So we're down over 100. Shot, Jerry. Alright, game strikes here. We lose the game.
I thought it was full against everybody.
No, it's the five-year age bracket.
Oh, okay.
That should be enough.
Grab my
Down by 14 right now. Lose by 4 if they both strike out. 14 or so if Jerry does not strike here. Shot, Jerry. Jerry. Down by 4.
I realized I should throw a test shot on the no ball. It was absolutely.
Jerry strikes lose by 3. What? Your ass. Good bowling, Jerry.
Really? 2
Ticket, Anna's gonna shake it up. Winner's getting $110. She's pulling the ticket, so only get 50-50 tickets, please.
You know, you can't see them.
Great shot, Jerry. Great shot. Oh, I knew. You're right. You're right.
Top heavy now.
Oh, baby.
Bro, that was so bad.
It was really good. I left a few of those last year. Mine are flying when they'll be fucking cool. I would do it. Oh, the guy didn't go out? In the fucking pit now? That was awesome. He's a really skilled pilot.
Okay, point taken. I know how he does it. He's really good at it. But it doesn't seem physically possible. So like,
That actually won some awards.
he did another one where like, right after. And like, I don't know how you
That's great.
All right, hello, welcome back to RTR Bowling. You're probably watching this after you just got through watching some highlights from last night's league vlog, the Langs Invitational League's opening night. You may have noticed some differences, some changes. I'm going to talk about those real quick, but I just want to say welcome to RTR Bowling. This vlog will include opening night from last night, as well as today's Bowling Pro Shop trade show that I'm going to in Foxwoods, as well as last weekend's Operation Stand Down charity event run by Curtis Johnson. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, please leave us a like, a comment, or something. If you don't, well, it is what it is. All right, thank you and welcome again to RTR Bowling. Okay, so for those of you who are familiar with the Langs Invitational League, basically it's been run by Dennis Levely forever. The league has been around a very long time. I'm not even sure how long, but it's very long. 40 teams of 5, you know, very classic format. You know, I love 5-man teams, so I love the league, okay? And I love Dennis. Dennis is great. But this year, you probably noticed, as I said in the open, a few differences this year, and one of them is the women on the league. They've voted to allow women in the league after last year's end of season meeting, and I haven't really said much about it, and so I'm going to say it here. And I'm sure most people don't really care with my opinion, but I think if you have an opinion, you should share it. But we should be able to share our opinions without causing major conflict. So I will share my opinion because a bunch of people have asked me, so I'm going to share it here. And again, I'm not looking for a debate, so whatever. You differ, your opinion's different, it's fine. So I personally don't care who bowls in the league. To me, the league is a competitive environment. It's my chance to be competitive in the sport of bowling. I'm not going to go on PBA Tour. I can barely even go to NEBA and be competitive. So league is where I get a chance to be competitive with people who are my equals, or some of them are a little bit better, some are a little bit worse, but I fit in there. That's my spot. Okay. And personally, I don't care whether you're blue or you're green, whether you wear a unicorn costume. I don't care if you're a guy, you're a girl, you have a penis, you have two penises, you have no penises. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care if you make $1 million a year if you're on welfare. I don't care if your average is 130 or if it's 250. I'll go out there and compete against you. As long as you're respectful to the game of bowling, you're respectful to the league, I don't care. So I'm kind of glad that they voted the women in the league. I think it gives us a chance to have some people involved in the league who would not be able to be involved in the league before. There are some very competitive women who belong probably in that league, and there's some women in the league who probably are not super competitive, who will probably be in the league and probably shouldn't be. But there are guys in the league who are not that competitive, and who don't see it as a competitive environment. And I don't want them in the league either, but I can't exclude them, and I'm okay with that. So I'm glad that they added the women. I will say that. However, I just want to say that I can also see the point of a couple of people saying, you know what, the league is not my competitive environment. It's where I go to be with my guy friends and be a guy. And it's a social event. And for me, I think there should be a spot for just men to go out and be together. And maybe that's an old school take, and maybe it's a way of thinking that it needs to go away. You can debate that, I guess. But I totally understand that, when you add women to the league, as a guy, I feel like now you've changed the social environment of the league a little bit. And you can debate that. So for the guys who think, well, I think there should be a spot for just men to bowl in a competitive environment, I agree. There probably should be a chance for just men to be in an environment. I think there's probably a good place, or there should be a place for women to just be women. I think there should be environments where socially you can be with whatever group you want to be with. Okay? If I wanted to have a senior group, just seniors, okay? I don't think that should be a problem. But if you call yourself a competitive league and you want the most competitive people, then you can't say it's men's only. That I agree with that. And I think that there are people who say, well, you know what, women want to be included with the men, then they should have the same standards as the men, and I'm okay with that too. You say, well, there shouldn't be a women's Hall of Fame. It should be just bowling Hall of Fame. Okay, I'm I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't have any problem with people who feel that way. Is what I'm saying. So just want to make sure I put it out there. I'm glad the women in the league, but I totally see the people who say, I wanted this to be a men's only environment because this is socially what I wanted to be. I wanted to be in a social environment with just men. I don't have any problem with you feeling that way. I think you're probably in the minority, however, you know. And I think that, you know, that thinking probably does have to go away. So I guess you're gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup. All right, but yeah, I just want to put that out there. Also, as far as the league last night, we have a new lane machine, new lane pattern. I'm not sure how I feel about it. We did bowl well last night. I bowled 715. I don't know if that'll continue. Our team bowled 3,300, 3,305. Pretty happy with that. We'll see if that continues. But yeah, some changes to the league this year. We do have 40 teams again of 5, so that's great. And I wanted to make sure I shared my opinion for what it's worth.